It is with a lot of heart and emotion in which I present to you Game 1 of the second season of everybody's favorite NFL football team. They may be away today, but ladies and gentlemen, it is Orlando Orbits football. Here's Barbosa B, a coach that came into the last season unknown, but led his new team to the Super Bowl. And here's the traitor, Liam Cohen. He left a Super Bowl caliber team in the Tampa Bay Buccaneers to join just a team on the opposite side of the spectrum in the Jacksonville Jaguars. The Jaguars did get a win over Orlando last year, but it's only because they were resting their starters to get ready for the playoffs. Here's Liam Harrell, and ever since Kevin Luke decided to pursue medical school, he's going to be the one who's booming things away as the sunny sky at Everbank Stadium is going to introduce to us the second football game of the year. Dallas versus the Eagles gave us an absolute thriller. Here's Trevor Lawrence, and the career stats, they're just not it. He needs to... First down and 10. Jacksonville takes to ETN. He wants to take off himself. He might have a first down already. Ball comes loose, and I think the Orbits have it. The Orbits are going to take the ball in the first play of the game. We'll talk about who punched it out later, but for right now, Emery Waiters has recovered the ball for the Orbits, and they take over first down and 10 in the red zone. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Keaton Love. And ever since Thor is out of the league, he's going to be the main guy at linebacker, and he is going to be a big part of this offense. Here is the MVP, the NFL MVP of 2024, Hector Leon, ready for his first drive of the season. First down and 10 for Orlando. The give, no the fake. We saw this a lot last year following the blocks of the QB Leon. And he's going to get down to the 25-yard line. That was one of their most popular first down and 10 plays last year. It was unstoppable, and it's successful again. They put Leighton in motion on second down and 10. Here we go. Rowan Emery with the snap. They put him on a little zig route. They do go Leighton, and he's going to have a first down to the 15. It's second and 8. They give to Santana. He's going to shed one, shed two, and plow through. First and goal, Orlando at the 4-yard line. That's the first give to Adrian Santana Fandino of the year. First and goal for the first time. The Orbits this year, they want a goal line fade, and Leighton grabs it from the air. Touchdown, Orlando. Jake Leighton with his second play of the drive and his first touchdown reception, and the first touchdown reception for any Orlando Orbit of the year. This man was top 3 in contested catches last year, and here's exactly why. The little goal line fade, he comes and just grabs it. The defender didn't even know the ball was in the air. What a route, what a reception, what a drive from Barbosa B's Orlando Orbits. Lawrence gets another try. Here we go. Ball snap, first down and 10. He goes Brian Thomas Jr. He was one of the few bright spots on the Jaguars last year, the 4-13 season. And he's here again with another first down, first reception of the year for BTJ. Ball snapped. First give to ETN of the year. Shedding a block is Chase Nye. And that's going to go for a loss of 4 down to the 39. Here's another big signing from last year. Here we go. Second down and 14. They put Strange in motion. He's going to line up with Keaton Love. It looks like man coverage, blown coverage, and Brent Strange has the first down and more. Down to the 29. Jaguars putting something together. Trevor Lawrence with another snap. Another catch by Strange. And down to the 8-yard line. First and goal. Jacksonville Jaguars. Brent Strange. 2 straight big catches for 14+. Both times. Remember, this is Mr. Relevant here. A lot of people picking him up in fantasy waiver wires. A lot of people. Third down and goal. Orbits looking for a goal line stand. Here comes Bakari Simmons, and the ball's out. Ball's out. And Simmons recovers his own fumble. And the Orlando Orbits, 2 drives, 2 fumbles. And if you don't recognize this man, he was on the team last year, just on the O-line. And they saw a lot of potential from him at D-line this year. He's going to be a menace. The crowd is already roaring with disapproval here. Leon wants to roll out. He wants to air it out for Santana. 65 yards on that one. That was one of the biggest plays last year in the playbook. Another one of these unstoppable, broken plays for the Orlando Orbits. That one's badass, named after Adrian himself. And they actually renamed it this year to La Tortuga over the offseason. So no more badass La Tortuga has connected for the first time of the year. Dead silent crowd in Jacksonville already. Another grab. It's Holden Hunt's first reception of the year. He's going to have a first down and 10 at the 11. Third down and 4 from the 5. Here's Leone. A throw a little bit behind, and he corrals it. Holden Hunt for the touchdown. And Orlando goes up 14-0 here in the early stages of quarter number 2. Holden Hunt is probably undisputed the best tight end in football, and here he is. He had little receptions, but when he did, he led the league in yards and led the league in touchdowns among tight ends. Big Holden Hunt. Take 3 for Jacksonville. Trevor Lawrence, play fake, bringing the pressures James, and bringing the pick is Wynn. JT Wynn, we knew this guy was a big signing over the offseason. One of the biggest signings in the NFL in general. We saw him in Orbits Wrestling with a big win for the championship, a big debut at the Royal Rumble, and he's got a pick here. Look at this. Look at the coverage by an outside linebacker. Orbits has a chance to put this in dangerous territory already. Leone has time. He needs to try to escape, and he can't escape. A loss of 17 on that one. Orbits just kind of shrug off the sack. Second down and 27. He wants to air it out for Stott. A little overthrown. And that one's going to be picked off in the end zone. Maybe trying to get away with a little bit too much there. That's going to be Andrew Wingard, I believe, and the Jacksonville will take it. So this is the first time we've seen the crowd alive here. They fake to ETN. They go Brenton Strange. Brenton Strange is going to have another 10-plus yard reception. This man, third down and 2. They'd hate to shed the only momentum that they've had all game long. Who do they hit? And there's no Brenton Strange with a missed tackle. 2. And now he gets down to the 19. Between the offseason and week 1, Strange went from 3% to 75% rostered and 67% started. Here we go. Goal line. Travis Hunter with the first and goal. So a chance for Jacksonville to finally find the scoreboard. They go past to ETN. Did he hold on? Yes. Touchdown. Travis Etienne, and Jacksonville tries to answer, and they do. 14-7. Let's see if they can keep this momentum, though, because as of still right now, it's all Orlando Orbits. Back-to-back miscue plays. He's rolling out. He needs to get rid of it. He's got no one. Tries to, and he can't. He's taken down, and now Jags have a chance to tie it up before half. So you started to see some Jaguars fans leaving, and they're rolling back in. They are actually flooding here. Another first down. This time it's Washington down to the 41. 1:43 and running, and they need to get some tempo here. Lawrence under center. And he's going to backdrop the pass. He wants deep. Brian Thomas takes it down to the 1. And now we have first and goal. And Jacksonville, what are we doing, Orlando? I mean, this is kind of rough here going into the second half. A huge catch by Brian Thomas. And they needed to utilize him because he is... So, first down and goal. ETN with the drive. He can walk in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Orlando. What are we doing? Because this game should already be 35-0. And here we are, second half, about to end, and we're tied. All eyes on Leone and the Orbits here. Let's see if they can drive downfield and take that lead back. And oh no! This one is picked! And he might score! 2 missed tackles before Will Stott gets him. And, ladies and gentlemen, could the Jacksonville Jaguars be up at half? And this one, the first one was just playing around. This one is just too tight of a window. You can't throw it there. What are we doing? Quit playing around with the bullshit, man. I mean, the fact that they even have a chance to tie things up, and there we go, Mr. Elmore. Mr. Elmore, first play of the year, and now they want to hurry up. 25 seconds and counting. Trevor Lawrence has to motion. ETN gets back, and here we go. Snap. Here we go. He's looking around, and a coverage of De'Ami Brown catches it anyway. And Jacksonville has taken the lead. Show me this replay. Because if my eyes are not mistaken, there are 3 guys all around, and they didn't do anything. And so now the Orlando Orbits are going to be down at half. I just really want to know what the halftime conversation was, because how do you go in there with a fumble, 2 fumble recoveries, a pick, up 14-0, and then you lose at half? It's time to respond. 21 unanswers from Jacksonville. He has a hole. It's a first down and more with that juke, and now he's going to get down to the 46-yard line, almost 10 yards per carry through the first 3 of Adrian. Second down and 7. They give to Adrian. It's a counter. He's going to break 1 tackle, and now he has room. He has room, and he's going down the right side. Dives for the touchdown. And we are back in business, 21-21, all square. And this is how things should be. We're tied. Stop him on 3rd and inches. And they do a QB sneak, man. And how cheap is that? That is just up to Trevor Lawrence gay allegations. And now here we go, rolling out. He has a throw, and he mosses Chase 9. Oh, he's a D lineman. But Brenton Strange, what even is that matchup? How do you have someone on the line on a tight end? Strange just continues to be the star of the game. They get to ETN, and they stop him short. It's 4th and 2. And that is huge, because now they're limited to just a field goal. That was Big Brody James, and now people are clapping it up on the sideline for the Orlando Orbits. What a stop by Keaton. Rookie Cam Little for his first attempt of the year from the 26. We saw a lot of him in the preseason. Let's see what this is about. And that is huge. He might be the dumbest guy in the league. Roughing the kicker in the red zone. Gotta be one of the dumbest, lowest IQ plays. And now ETN's getting settled with the run. I mean, this is just pure stupidity on the Orlando Orbits. Here we go, 3rd and goal. Get a stop for the love of everything. And De'Ami Brown continues to absolutely annihilate this Orbits defense in the red zone at the goal line. That's his 2nd touchdown. And Barbosa B has to just be about ready to quit in this one, because this is not the fault of him, just the fault of the players, man. It's embarrassing. It's just really embarrassing that we're down in this one. I mean, it's just 1 possession. If this is the guy that we need to get going, we need to get him more utilized. 5 rushes for 94 yards and a touchdown. And that's not even counting his reception yards. 1st and 10, they put Leighton in motion. They go run with Santana. Oh, it's a flea flicker, and he can't even. What is he? He's not even looking at butterflies in the stands right now. This is dumb. 2nd down and 17. Let's not wet the bed again. Breaks 1 tackle, 2, 3, and bless Leon's heart. He gets taken down. That's the 3rd sack of the night, and you can't even blame it on the Orbits anymore. I mean, not only do they suck, but ladies and gentlemen, Jacksonville's locked in. On 3rd and 31, maybe just check it down at this point just so you don't get another pick. They want to air it out for Leighton. Has it in the hands, but he drops it. Nearly. Lawrence on 1st and 10. Play fake. Bringing the pressure. Airs it out. Plays with the pick. And it almost looks like he was leading Blaze out as a receiver. He ran past him. Whoever was on the sideline. And they have a chance now to do something crazy. Here we go. Look at this. You'll see what I mean from a different angle. Airs it out, and Blaze was the guy out in front. Blaze might have to switch to wide receiver at this point. We knew after the rookie season that Blaze was going to be something special at corner, and this guy's something special as well. Adrian with 2 missed tackles again. 7 rushes for 104 yards. That doesn't count as reception yards, and he has a touchdown. So here we go, trying to tie things up, rolling out. He wants Santana, and he's got him again on a little mini La Tortuga. Not the deepest one that we've seen, probably the shortest one, but it goes for a 1st down. Orbits moving with a purpose. You love to see it. Play action. No one open. Tries a window, and that one is into Elmore. We talked about, with that 1 pick on the attempt to stop, that just wasn't a humanly possible window to fit it in. That throw was the human limit to windows that you can fit it in, and he doesn't. They're going to put Stott in motion here, 3rd and 9. He's going to have a wide open throw. He doesn't find him. He goes for Holden, who had the catch, and he dropped it. And he can't believe it. And this is game, 4th down and 9 from the 10. If they don't get it here, it's basically over. And he's going to get the 1st down and more. Touchdown. Orlando, he's going to run it in, a ballsy call. by Hector Leon. It was set up for the favorite. The Jaguars had it covered, and Hector takes it into his own hands. And that play there, evidence number one to why Hector Leon won the 2024 MVP last year, because he does stuff for the team like that. We've reached a stalemate once more. 3rd and 9. Lawrence. Washington in motion. He's got a lot of time in the pocket. Makes the throw to Strange, but he's taken down before the line. Keaton Love with an excellent textbook tackle for 4th down. Here is your quarterback. Here is your MVP. And he's trying to do what he does best, win games. 3rd down and 4 under center. 20 from the 26-yard line. 1st down, Leighton, but it pops free. Unbelievable. Jaguars 3rd down and 3 from the 20. Pops off 3 guys, and it's incomplete. Orbits get to try again. Ball's being passed around like a hot potato in the 4th quarter. Bringing the pressure, maybe going for Elmore. And there it is. Intercepted. And that might have just done it. Trying to make a play. There is one error about Hector, and it's probably the best error you can have in a quarterback. He wants to win so bad. He will do anything to win, and sometimes he just forces it a little too much. So look at the formation. They're just going to go ahead and let him score here. You have 35 seconds on the clock. They could tie it up. Play one of the potential legacy drive. Here we go. Will on the out route. He gets out of bounds. 24 seconds. 1st down again, this time from the 36. He's got Leighton on the sideline, right side. Out of bounds again. 20 seconds. We're rolling. 20 seconds on the clock. 46-yard line. What are we going to do? We're going to go Elmore. 2nd and inches. 14 seconds left. 10 seconds left. They need 39 yards. 7, 6. They have Elmore. Down to the 24, and they get one more shot. One more hurrah for the end zone. This is all or nothing. If you've watched this far, you know it's been a battle. Time runs out. No! And Jacksonville keeps the win. They gave it everything they had, and you can't even be mad at this point. I know you heard my frustrations all game, but I mean, towards the end, they did everything they could to make up for what they did, all their flaws, especially towards the end of the second half. I mean, this one almost seems like they toyed with their food and they paid the price. Orbits lose to the Jacksonville Jaguars back-to-back years.